two politicians are having an argument. One of them stands up and shouts, "You're lying." The other one says, "Yes, I am, but hear me out." It really boils down to this. I'm going to tell you a story, and then I need you to tell me whether or not I've engaged 16 people in a massive criminal conspiracy to defraud the public in order to win a presidential election. We talked to the Russians?
They're sticking with their story.
So you want to be very careful about what you say in this room right now, Mr. President, because if subpoenaed to give a deposition, I'm not going to lie under oath.
I mean, in the 2.5 hours we've been sitting here, have you discovered one thing that he's done wrong?
No.
So what's your problem?
That's my problem, Leo. Are you out of your mind? He did everything right. He did everything you do if your intent is to perpetrate a fraud.
You're going to be subpoenaed. I'm confident in your loyalty to me. I'm confident in your love for me. If you lie to protect me, if you lie just once, if you lie just a little, if you lie because you can't stand what's happening to me and the people making it happen, if you ever lie, you're finished with me. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Say you understand.
I understand, sir.
What would my first step be?
First, tell your staff.
Yeah.
Then, decide how to make a public announcement.
Yeah.
Then order the Attorney General to appoint a special prosecutor. Not just any special prosecutor, the most blood-spitting, Bartlett-hating Republican in the bar. He's going to have an unlimited budget and a staff like an army. The new slogan around here is going to be, "Bring it on." He's going to have access to every piece of paper you ever touched. If you invoke executive privilege one time, I'm gone. An assistant DA in Ducksworth wants to take your deposition, you're on the next plane. A freshman congressman wants your testimony, you'll sit in his kitchen. They want to drag you to The Hague and charge you with war crimes. What do we say?
Bring it on.
18 U.S.C. 1001, lying to Congress. $10,000 and not more than 5 years in prison. 18 U.S.C. 1505, obstruction of proceedings before departments, agencies, and committees, not more than 5 years. 2 U.S.C. 192, contempt of Congress. $1,000 and imprisonment in a common jail for not more than 12 months. It was a perfectly innocent mistake. Now let me talk to your lawyer and help you walk this back.
This is a fight worth winning.
You don't have to convince me.
These people perpetrated a fraud against the public.
I'm sorry?
I said they perpetrated a fraud against the public.
I just brought it up because this assistant AG, Martin Connolly, when he left my office this morning, he turned and said they perpetrated a fraud against the public. And the look on his face when he said it, they want to get these people.
A massive government bureaucracy can't be more efficient than private companies. Republicans have been telling you that forever. 2%. Medicare's administrative costs are 2%. That's 23% lower than private health insurance companies and HMOs. The best kept secret in this country is that Medicare is the most efficient healthcare system in the world. If you had the option of choosing Medicare instead of your private insurance companies, you would save big money, at least 20%.
That's crazy. Medicare taxes would skyrocket.
Yes, the Medicare tax would have to go up, but it would still be much lower than your present healthcare insurance premiums. I don't know about you, but if you give me a choice between something called a premium and something called a tax, my only question is going to be, which one's going to be cheaper?
Yeah, I literally don't know where to begin. I mean, to force everyone in the country into a program
I wouldn't force anyone. I would just give them the option. I know you like to use that word liberal as if it were a crime.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have used that word. I know Democrats think liberal is a bad word. So bad you had to change it, didn't you? What do you call yourselves now? Progressives? Is that
It's true. Republicans have tried to turn liberal into a bad word. Well, liberals ended slavery in this country.
A Republican president ended slavery.
Yes, a liberal Republican. What happened to them? They got run out of your party. What did liberals do that was so offensive to the Republican Party, Senator? I'll tell you what they did. Liberals got women the right to vote. Liberals got African Americans the right to vote. Liberals created Social Security and lifted millions of elderly people out of poverty. Liberals ended segregation. Liberals passed the Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act. Liberals created Medicare. Liberals passed the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act. What did conservatives do? They opposed every one of those programs, every one. So when you try to hurl that word liberal at my feet as if it were something dirty, something to run away from, something that I should be ashamed of, it won't work, Senator, because I will pick up that label and I will wear it as a badge of honor.
But for a brilliant surgical team and 2 centimeters of a miracle, this guy's dead right now. From bullets fired from a gun bought legally. They bought guns, they loaded them, they drove from Wheeling to Roslyn, and until they pulled the trigger, they had yet to commit a crime. I am so off the charts tired of the gun lobby tossing around words like personal freedom and nobody calling them on it. It's not about personal freedom. And it certainly has nothing to do with public safety. It's just that some people like guns.
Yes, they do. But you know what's more insidious than that? Your gun control position doesn't have anything to do with public safety, and it's certainly not about personal freedom. It's about you don't like people who do like guns. You don't like the people. Think about that the next time you make a joke about the South. Say they're smug and superior. Say their approach to public policy makes you want to tear your hair out. Say they like high taxes and spending your money. Say they want to take your guns and open your borders, but don't call them worthless. At least don't do it in front of me. The people that I have met have been extraordinarily qualified. Their intent is good. Their commitment is true. They are righteous, and they are patriots. And I'm their lawyer.